will be having a interconnection with that, and they will be start learning from them. Okay. Why I think here I have senior most staffs. Let it be a panel discussion also. Please let us know what is the need of the present childhood, that is the child who are going to be in present thing. They they are being with the pandemics. Okay, they are born and brought up in the pandemics. So let us see what is going to happen now. What are the needs as a teachers we should focus on them. I invite everyone for the panel discussion. Can you please mute and say me so that we will move forward? I'm unmuting everybody. Please share your views. Screen. Okay, the small world play. This is the now in even in IGC or any class structure syllabus we are moving on. They move with small world play. What is the small world play? Yes, these children, whoever was there, they started their classes with that with motherhood or with the parents inside the house. So the house has be a playground for them for last 2 years. So this children, we have to encourage them in which all aspects. The aspects we will be encouraging them is that their mother tongue is their main language. Now the different types of languages, listening skills we have to enable in them, allow them to create their own stories, which we are doing. NEP is also insisting on developing their own stories. And the children's communication feeling, the children should not be feeling very harsh to communicate. We can see the shyness in the child, or they don't want to talk to the unknown personalities. This is what we have to develop in them. And the small world practitioner is between the parents, teachers, and the students also. Why this is mentioned very important here is that the due to the pandemic, the era is which we are starting now with the academics is facing the consequences in actions and natural thinkings. Okay, for this importance, what all will be spoken to them or how to be spoken. The teacher who is handling them should be versatile with the 2 or 3 languages. As we say, Hindi is a mother tongue, we will be very versatile with this. And the teachers of this primary classes who handles this, they should be knowing at least to communicate in the child's own mother tongue, which makes the child to feel free to communicate to her. If not, the child is feeling. We have a case study that one of the teacher is a different language, and the child is from different language. So the communication era made understanding a problem for the child. The child was very good with the parents. He started talking very good, communicating, reciting the rhymes, everything. But when it came to the school, the child was not able to communicate or respond to the teacher's questions, but the writing skill was very good for the child. Then the analyzing department found that the communication made by the teacher was not understood by the child because of uh, the child's language is totally different. This happens in everywhere because the shifting of the parents from one place to another, or the teacher is very versatile with one language, body language that doesn't suit the child. So how to come out of this small world is the process we need to be doing is that imagination, active learning, and making them the symbols. No, for deaf and dumb children we use our languages. Sometimes this is also needed for the small world play children till they settle down. Maybe it is for 1 month, 2 months. Then they settle down very fast with us. Making symbols means if the child is not able to understand what we do, yes, we just ask them to show an action of did you eat, did you drink, like that. Then the child understands and its mind is very familiar to take out that yes, the teacher is trying to ask me this. And in smaller ages we are not going to give them so many tasks of only the poems recitation, symbol analysis, 2D 3D things. This 2D 3D things of numbers and mathematics and english will play a major role for the children to understand framing their own languages. That making images, yes, sounds, we go for phonetics in India, mostly we go for phonetics and phonics. Okay, why this phonetics and phonics are with the symbols? This symbols makes the children to be a pictorial learners, which makes them to understand very easily. And the main thing is the child is very free in whatever the ecosystem it is. So the movements are made in the phonics method. They are drawing, so their imagination skills are given with the color, different colors, shapes. The 2D and 3D are mentioned in this. So the imagination, the simple copying, but with the learning of the children is enhanced. Yes, the learning ability of the child is enhanced. Why? The child is out of its house from his mother and its father, but the teacher is going to be the second school and its friends is going to be the world. So the active learning is that folding the foot mat or picking the vehicles, pebbles, or the materials, whatever it bring. We you ask them what are the different colors of water bottles you have. Bring one day one thing, because the child is made to go to the market to see the colors, shapes. This is what active learning. Normally children goes to their supermarkets, there they see different things. Even though they don't know the names in the early ages, they see the ads and memorize the names. That is the pictorial learning, and the hearing aids are helping them to know what is that. The senior children, if the child is single child, their thing is very limited, we can say. If there is no different things is given to them, that means grandpa will talk to them, grandmother will talk to them, the family ecosystem. But when it comes to the school, the children are made to communicate, to understand their own, the world of them is very different. This is what the small world play makes them. And the curriculum here is very interesting, that we don't even stick to very clearly to one curriculum per day. A teacher will be coming with, yes, I have to teach them numbers, yes, the numbers will be taught, but the way for their imagination and making images with the sand, with the clay, with the color papers will be more interesting for them to understand and do. The things, what are the things we can be creating there? Yes, building, setting up with the vehicles, different vehicles, and animals and creatures, because children create their colors. To the animals colors means, then the teacher will be putting all the backdrops, that is we make with the paper or cardboard, creative arts we make and we drop it them, so they go on analyze the colors. Whatever the theme we are going to set or the lesson plan, the children, the teacher is very momentarily going to be doing that. All the out surroundings or the backgrounds should be changed according to that. If for example, if we are going to teach about the colors in a particular color, pink, okay, the child is in nowadays we are practicing this in Montessori or IGC or CBSE itself. We ask them to come with this one particular color, pink color means pink color. They will bring pink related things, everything. But is the teacher going to teach the two communications, two things are going to be collaborated here, yes, white and red. This two is making them to form the pink color. At what age we are going to teach them? We are going to teach them this thing in the age of at least 7 years. Then only their versatility will be the thinking imagination will be growing up. So the shades of the different children are going to be taken, and it is going to be pasted to make the world of them that it is their own world, and they are going to be coming up with their imagination. Symbols, scenarios means the scenes, whatever they see, they relate to them. Apart from that, what we are going to teach here is that the people the each and every child know what it will be doing is that it starts talking about their own experiences. I went to this market, I was doing this. I went here, I am doing this, like that. So the interaction between them makes as a teachers to listen to them, to create their world very free. It is only done for first 6 months of their school. The world, in this world, who all have examined this doesn't start only now. It has been started from the year of 1977. Even Albert Einstein or David Whitehead, these people were insisting this, and they went to the originality and complex characters situations. They analyzed that this will be the suitable thing to be going on. The imagination is more important than the knowledge. The child who is very creative can be the winner, not only in the part of writing or talking or reading. He creates his own world. For the achievers are not from the book papers, they are of their own made. Next one, what we will be talking about is commercial resources. What we have, yes, we do bibbles, we do Lego games, everything. These all these things are designed only for the early childhood. Why? The target of the market is that the children are going to be learning very faster when they see and learn, instead of they are with the books. Now the book papers are going to be changed. How? Yes, each and every color of the books as pages should be in a theme method. If it is so, the child is very interested to learn. It is very happy to come with the school of its own sticking method or methods, like that. That is what NEP insisted, that don't fix to the syllabus of NEP in early primary. Move forward with your own and make your own resources. These resources may be according to your themes, according to the school principals and the school setup themes. But be careful with the resources what you make. The resources can be very simple, even with the caps of water bottle caps, either with the old paper cuttings, or the child can bring its own crushed teared cloth. We should be very imaginative to say the child. Then the child is thinking that yes, my I have seen this in this particular place. I am very easy to illustrate what is that. If the child is not that, don't give him a harsh remark. Ask him to go for any other thing, even though it is not to the syllabus, even though it is a child is not understanding. Give him his own space. When the space is given, the child is very clear to come out what we want. We have done so many experiments with the children, that a child who faced the difficulty of learning aksharas, we said that okay, what you want to learn, you learn and teach us. Then the child, Bengali child, made that yes, I am very familiar with my mother tongue, so I am teaching you, you say me in English. This went with me for almost 1 week. I was learning the aksharas from him, and I was teaching the phonetic method of ABCD and all. Then the child became familiar. Yes, this one you say because of this one you say because of this. Then the English came to the child very freely within a month. These all experiments we do with the children. We, as we move on, the child is very capable to understand 2 or 3 languages. As there is a saying, 15 languages can be learned by a child below 14 years. The language development is seen here. Science and technology we can see here. Apart from that, mathematics, daily we count 1 2 3. These all I used to do with the gems or snickers. So the child is very creative, that it brings only orange color snickers. It brings one child brings only green color. It says it's my favorite color. It's my favorite color, so I bring only green. Okay, let us count. Like this, we insist the counting methods to the early ages. And the next very important, and what will be in the EYSFS is that the child's progress will be seen in a selection of innovative method and innovations and developing the languages resources. Interesting tables will be built up with them. Apart from that, the next thing what the child will be learning here is the learning through the process of relevant commercial constructions and the with kids. Okay, these commercial constructions, what are all this made up of? In market we can see that wood materials for them, plastic materials for them, some are acrylic made. Apart from that, we are also seeing the lego, the balls, different types of balls. And now the child are very comfortable with mobiles. Yes, mobiles are the first commercial thing they are going to be insisted here. So the parents or the teachers who is very clear in introducing them in the classroom, please be careful, don't go for the additive ones which is very famous in the market, because the very famous things has a drawback of image making. The brand makes the image, even though there is a thing, something is thought there, only one particular thing is being focused on that. If I take a lego game, the lego games gives the creativity for the children. And when we are in the early childs, we say that the snuggling method, the shoelacing method, only if you are giving shoelacing with the wooden block, then the child is thinking that yes, this wooden block only I have to do the lace. We have to ask them create a paper holes, punch holes for 15 or 20 pieces according to a class strength. Ask them to needle with their own creative threads. Maybe it may be a lace paper, a normal thread, or the color papers, color cutting papers can be threaded, so that the child is very clear that yes, where and all implementations of this thread can be made, and they go with their own designs. Because even I have seen the children of upper primary or above that, they go and look into the youtube. They see that, oh, this is a way to make the lace, yes, this is a way, they stick to that. But when we are introducing this innovative method to the children from the early years, they are going to be exactly the creators of the world. And that is what we are looking forward. The large constructions, don't stick to the unit blocks. The unit blocks which when we are sticking is that we are making them, but they are tin boxes or the water boxes which the children bring, they can use that itself. They can use that to put on the tops and count. The mathematics can be introduced to that. Zigzag bricks we can make it. And sand method is a very famous method for this early childhood, where everybody introduces wet, dry, castle method. But instead of that one, we can also introduce them the main thing of dough method, where they're all their neuro cells. There is a new outcome of neurotics. That means the child is introduced to neurons, where all the five sense organs works together, and the neurons will be giving them the thing of more power to analyze them. If it is very sludgy, the child is saying that it is, I'm not going to make it. Then what I need to do, I should ask the nanny to make more the powder. So this thing analyzing is improved here. And the whenever we are going for one language, two language, we should be very clear. The thing is made to the children that according to their own. And additional resources we were talking is assorted cardboard papers, natural materials, tools, books, anything. Teachers, it is up to our teacher, nep teacher, she can use anything according to the place where she is and the school communication where she is. The construction environment, yes, what is the construction environment? It should be creative. Yes, of course, every teacher is thinking to encourage the child. The child is even the child is talking irrelevant things, the teachers are managing to give everything. They, and if one only one particular child is going to talk also, the teachers are adjusting with the child and asking them to be silent to move on. Where this storytelling times or value works comes, the child should be is coming up with the parental knowledge, not with their own knowledge. Why it is so, this value education or introduced to them Only the values we talk about the cleanliness in value education at this age, group gatherings at this age. But where the resource goes is that we can see the parents are trying to show their own, that is, yes, I know about this, I want to show, give this to me. Please don't encourage, as a teachers we should not encourage the parents work and grade them. That is a request by the CBSE itself, that please don't give them the grading according to the parents one. Ask them to bring to the class, let them do a funky thing, let them scatter or do. We are here to teach them in a right way. Don't, the parents knowledge should not be imported here. That is the main aim for the small world education. So all the resources should be brought to the school, and they are asking us to construct the works there. Personal, social, emotional development, yes, the child who is not ready to adjust to the keen children, then the child becomes a communication, what to say, community troubler, because the child thinks that yes, he is right. So we have to arrange a workshop for the children. Even it can be in every month, Wednesdays, or where Wednesdays I'm saying is that Monday and Tuesday the settling time we take. Wednesday the children are settled, because Saturday and Sunday will be a holiday. Children go around, be with the parents. Their impact of every week is seen on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe there may be dull, they want to talk a lot. They can be thinking that yes, yesterday I went, so today I'm not communicating. These all things has to be sorted out in Monday and Tuesday. So our workshop of maintaining the children and giving the recognition can be done on Wednesday. So on this Wednesday, what we are going to say to the children is sharing methodology. Yes, you are going to share everything. You are going to consider the people or nannies or the teachers, whoever is going to be giving you relevant things, that okay, refrigerator close and open, yes, where and all you are going to close and open, make them to go for a nature walk in the school, so the child can understand that the school doors, gates can be closed and open, windows can be closed and open, and whenever somebody is coming in, the child should be saying good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, that we are teaching them. But are they able to identify who is coming? When one particular child starts getting up and saying good afternoon, other child is started saying the attention method. They are in their world to copy them very easily. So the teacher who is going to give importance to that particular child should know what the child is and what the capacity of the child. This is what in Finland they say, that from age of 3 to 7 teachers are not changed at all. Why? The teacher is able to understand the child, teacher knows what the child can do, what the child cannot do. So the construction of the child from the EYFS is done very clearly in Finland method of learning. The physical movements, what the children do, are we going to restrict them? The children won't listen. The straight line movement, cue formation, sitting erect, these all also can be taught to the children in the method of yoga physical activities. That is what NEP is insisting on. Physical in development should be made in everything. These are all AI methods. The introduction of AI methods is junk molding. The junk molding is keeping the children to create their own. How the children are going to create their own? Yes, easy writing method. Don't ask the parents to hold their hands to write. Whatever the handwriting is that the child is going to do, that is what even now nannies are not allowed to hold the children's hand to write, because the stress given to the child is going to be prohibited by the CBSE. They say that don't allow them to hold their hands. Whatever the handwriting is coming, let them, but introduce a proper pencil to hold. Easy writing is an opportunity for the children. It can be with the sketch pens, colors, chalk pens, crayons, everything we are introduced. Even brush writing. Even a child is very interested of doing a brush writing. It is introduced. It is a very clearly made by the CBSE. Allow him to write. When he is free to hold the pencil, let him hold. By seeing the other children, these children will very finally within a week they will start holding the pencil, because all others are writing in the notebook with the pencil, they also will come. And topic, whatever topic the teachers are going to teach, don't stick to that until the settlement of class is made. The settle and the vocabulary used, even as a teachers we also have a troubles in our own, even physically or emotionally. Don't even show that in a vocabulary with a harsh emotions, or the words. The children of this age, they mark us, yes, the teacher is giving me like this. There was a case made that the teacher was a good pleasant looking everything. The way she spoke to the children made herself to be in trouble. All the students of this age 3 to 5 started crying, screaming. They even not cry, they started screaming, and they say in the PTMs it became a very issue that the teacher is very hard. Because of her emotional things what she underwent in her life, she exhibited in the classroom, that made the children to be very pointing. The teacher was being counseled, then they found out that there is a trouble, so she was not able to give a proper way. That is what, when we are as a teachers, please don't show your own emotions or anything to the children. It becomes a backfire to us. Now every parent is thinking that their child should be only by this, and I am growing the child very well. So we are in the situation to handle them by talking method, listening method, and sequencing method very clearly, that our vocabularies, our body actions, and the way how we are going to present us is becoming a very serious issues also. Okay. Uh, Early reading. If a child is ready to read very fast, are we going to say them, no, no, you are going to be in this upper grades or not? We have to analyze how the reading of this child is very fast, and know what all extra things we are going to give. Because the book, whatever school book is given, the child is very ready to read. Parents now they start giving them tuitions. In tuitions what they do, they complete the portion everything, even though we do doesn't do in the school. This tuition people are giving a lot of works. But the concept what we take is that we are in the place to learn, all the 30 people in the same level, all are same to us. So as a teachers we should analyze, okay, the child is reading very fast or is answering very fast. Group that at least 5 children in our class, there will be, group them separately with the moderate child and the lower moderate child, so the these two will be benefited by them. The child is very clear to teach them, because it this thing in the way of thinking that I know everything from the book, I am capable of doing that. So when the child is grouped in this methodology, the work the child does is that it join hand with the other kids to bring them up. It says that yes, you come, I will teach you, I will help you. This friendly mode makes them to be more comfortable in the classes. That is what the social construction is there. And even nowadays these children are becoming friends only when they help each other. That also is being analyzed. And molding what is curricular links, what are the curricular things the parents are doing is a grass motor skills they are developing with the outdoor activities. They take them for Vedic max, these that from the age of 3 itself, abacus, everything. But in schools we are restricted with the syllabus, and we are, when we are going on with the syllabus, don't mind and get irritated with whatever the child or the parent is asking. We are with one particular thing, we have to follow that as a teachers, and we are responsible in building the society. Now when the concept learning and the scientific learning is coming, please, where before the class we all are being trained. But what the children are doing is that they go into YouTube or anything, they start, the parents teach them the higher level, what is not up to their age, they teach them in a higher level. Then we are into trouble that the child will come and say, no, no, my parents said like this is the right thing. If so is happening, make the child to analyze what is this as concept. Okay, we are talking about water. Okay, daily the child will say, if a parent is a scientific parent, the child may know a lot of things about related to water when she is talking to somebody. Yes, because it is happening in a every day to day life challenges. The teacher of this particular age, yes, you are drinking water, you are using water for cooking, you are taking water from tap, everything. Can you say me, apart from this, where and all water is there? Give them a little task to make them silent. Don't be harsh to the child. Then the child will think that, yes, I am thinking of something else, no, which is not thought by my mother or my parent, but the teacher is saying me something new. When I am going to listen to her, I'm going to, this is happening because a psychological report has been constructed and is given that the children nowadays are more addicted to the social things. They learn more faster than us, and they don't want to listen to us in the schools. That is what now open schoolings, online schoolings have been emerged. So when we are in the mode of construction of school methodology inside the walls, we should be very clear, give them the task which they will be sitting for at least 10 minutes to analyze and relate. Relating and innovating makes the child to be more effective than what is reading or writing. Helping the children in this progresses is very clearly made that the activities based provisions, everything will be done. The last but not the least, what we will be doing is that in the early childhoods is that, sorry, creative play, yes, dramas, we are doing dramas. Ask them to make, we are mostly, I have been for so many years in this education field, we ask the small children to do the mask for animals. Okay, then they bring up balls, they do so many activities. When they are asked to do design their own in a creative way, they are not, because ready-made things are available in the market. Parents buy and give this. What as a teacher we are responsible to do here is that macmania, that is a paper we make and we make the mask. This is the oldest method. Now there is a method of making mask with your cloths, their kerchiefs or their any old clothes which is related to that color of the animal. We will ask them to bring it there. They will wear it and they will perform in the class itself. It is not a stage show. Every class time will be undergoing with this, so that the class is becoming very interesting. Even an elephant, black color blanket or a towel, anything the child can bring. Beer. So one thing we have to be very clear, the surrounding of the classroom should be created before they enter. That is the teacher's responsibility. The teacher has to make the room, yes, it is animal theme. Animal theme should be made by the teacher before she gives the work. That is the teacher's responsibility, because in Montessori learning they do that. They will be preparing the children before 3 days in our class. So we are going to learn about the animals. Yes, we are going to, the children will be asked to bring the collection of things, and they will be the teacher will be making the walls or the painting related things. But now what we are going to do is that we are going to give the children their own choice. Yes, even you want to behave like an animal in the class. Okay, who is behaving like an animal? If you ask this, this becomes a harder question to the children. What we have to do is that in our class, who shouts like a cat, like that, it means the children are very easy to spot it out. Yes, this guy is making this. This makes a more interactive classroom, and the child who is in the position is very proud that I am doing this, I will come and do this. This is a way to encourage the child. In encouraging this makes our work very simple, that half of the work of that day is very easily completed. So any topic when we are going to go, we have to analyze for these children. Please, the children of this age fall sick, they take a lot of holidays. If a school is for only 115 days, half a day they may not come. How we are going to use this remaining days is the main challenge here. The opportunities should be expressed for each and every children in different ways. Don't stick to that, okay, today I'm going to give only mind map. Don't stick to that. ask them to do whatever they are able to do. And only painting, don't allow them. If the child is doing only painting continuously, then you ask the child, better you have done this one, please change it, you have to do with different thing. At least 5 times he can do, in an academic year 5 times if he has done painting works, then we can change them, because the interest of the child should not stick with one, or its innovative should not stick with the one things. Accepts of good practice is that enrich learning environment, outdoor environment mainly we see. And the third thing is displaying the other ideas should be done, children are should be encouraged. This is what we are mainly enforcing on the early childhood. And even in the primary the main things are going to be happening, because they are in the place of learning only, they are not in the place of assessing themselves. Any questions till this? Because I have completed my thing of a small world of play. All these references I took from all the child, these are the books where I took the references. These books are being from 1961. It is a collection of where the enhancing methods and the curriculum guidelines should be set, and teaching tools. Even AICTE is also coming with this teaching tools, and NEP is also insisting the same teaching tools. If any questions, please. Otherwise, I will give the certificate this one, and we'll wind up. I'm just posting the link for the certificates. सोनिया मत लिया it's Google Meet. Take it fast. Oh, it's Talra. Already. And